clock is 5 a.m. You wake up, you hit the gym, you go to work, you pick up the kids, you make dinner with your wife, you play with the kids before bedtime. The kids are finally sleeping and the wife is watching her favorite show. It's 8 p.m. You finally have time to work on your project. You make a cup of coffee, you sit down in front of the computer, you are finally ready. But you're also a bit tired. You're just going to use a couple of minutes on YouTube. You see some videos about other people making games, but then suddenly one of your friends writes to you, "Do you want to play some Lethal Company?" 2 hours later, it's 11 p.m. You need to go to bed and you haven't been doing anything on your project. Have you tried something similar to what I just described? I've been struggling with this kind of scenario way too often the last couple of months. That is also one of the reasons why I haven't really been posting anything for some time now. 4 months since the last video. Time just moves so fast, you know? I've experienced this kind of down period before. It's been popping up once in a while. But this one has been harder than most and has been going on for longer. So I thought maybe there's some kind of issue here and maybe we could talk about it a bit. Do I have some kind of burnout, or is it a problem with concentration, or maybe it could be both? So I felt like I could try to do something about this. First, of course, cut out things that disrupt my workflow, such as watching YouTube or generally just browsing around. Be more dedicated to the task I've set my mind to do when I sit down in front of the computer. We often don't have more than a few hours in the evening, so it's super stupid, of course, to waste it away. I got recommended some books on how to focus better. Deep Work by Carl Newport was one of them. It was a really good read and it had some great tips which made good sense, some more obvious than others. Some of them were snooze social media when you work. Internet is in general a huge attention sucker, so snooze it. Establish a routine. Get coffee, water, say to a partner you are busy the next 2 to 3 hours, close the door to the office, sit, open Unity, Unreal or whatever program you're using and begin working. Another thing I've added myself was adding a timer. Timer is set to 1 hour work, then a small break and then 1 hour work again. It doesn't happen every day, you know, days where I'm not getting anything done. Some evenings I'm very productive, but it's been rare recently. I'm trying to follow the guidelines I've just talked about, but I'm also thinking that it's supernatural and very important to have days where you just choose to see a movie or play some games instead of forcing yourself to work on your project. I've learned that it's important to say, it's okay not to be productive this evening. I don't want to feel guilty about it, but I've been very good at knocking myself in the head for not doing anything on my game this or that evening. And that has been affecting my mood in other matters, which it shouldn't. But what I think, instead of making this a negative thing, why not turn it around and make a positive one instead? It can be positive to have down periods where you're not that productive. This is where you recharge your creativity, store new energy and find inspiration. Another positive thing is it's good to have breaks from the project you're making. When you come back, you see it with fresh eyes, a whole new perspective. So taking a break for 1, 2, 3 weeks can make it feel like a whole new fresh experience where you find out what works and what doesn't work for a project. Anyway, instead of me mumbling anymore, I would love to hear if you experienced anything similar and what your solution have been. And if you're still here, just a quick update on my game. So right now, I think I'm about 70% done with my little point and click game. I'm about to finish the last couple of autumn scenes, and then I'm making the winter section, which is the last part of the game. Then there is music and finally polish, which is probably going to take longer than expected. But my hope is to release this little game on itch for free in April or May. But let's see. And what to expect from me in the future. I want to make more videos, of course, but I also want to work on my game. So I will try to release 1 to 2 videos each month. Hopefully. It just takes a lot of resources, as many of you probably know. But in the next video, I talk and show how I make 2D art for games. So, thank you for watching and see you next time. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.